25 and 0. Same opening all the time. Want to see some different stuff, like what the over the ball players do. Sometimes we do, but more times than not, they seem to just do the same opening. Go here. Let's take. Brings more pawns into the center, but it does open their king. But we don't have a white squared bishop. But let's just focus on this in the back of our minds, that it's a weakness. Let's just castle. Idea being potentially looking to try and do some explosiveness here, but got to be careful. King will be airy. Going to x-ray through to the queen. Okay, so if they get castled, the rook is now owning this half-open file, which is a good thing for them. I will probably develop the knight, which gives them time to castle. Then we might start plumping, just pushing here a little bit. I'm going to push, move the bishop out of the way when it gets attacked by the pawn. It's attacking our queen. I'm hoping that's a loss in tempo for them. I'm going to bring my queen just to the side. I'm not wanting it to stay there. I'm wanting to try and get it across to the other side of the board in the later part of the game if it's still on the board. As we said, they've gone for this half-open file thing, which is good, that's the type of thing we think of. It's obviously going to be hitting our queen, and I'm going to continue with pushing this pawn onto the knight. If they take, then it gives space for the queen to get across to the other side of the board like we planned. It does take, so we will take, and take the bishop off the board. Knight's probably going to take because he doesn't want his pawn coming here, giving us a passer. Oh, but we're going to get the situation. Now, we were planning to move the queen across to the other side of the board. Our pawn is under threat at the minute. This rook's doing nothing. Which one do you think we're going to bring into play and defend the pawn? So does it change the state of play with our queen coming to the other side of the board? Currently, there's no real reason for it to stay on this side of the board. I think sitting here would be quite nice. It looks like they're going for a tempo win. So we're going to have to take with the king because they're wanting the queen to take this pawn. Move the king out of the way. Still trying to target here. This pawn's protected by the queen. That's protected by the queen. This hasn't got any protection on, but we can't get to it unless we did this, but then it can just drop. So they're coming down for the finish. Yep, because they can either go like this, and then it gets the rook off the board. I think that's the only thing, isn't it? So if they go like that, we take. So they're coming for this area here, which means our queen needs to get into the game, I think. Because we can't bring the rook here because it's going to be checkmate. Can the queen help? Can come here because then it's stopping that. I think we'll get to the other side of the board like we said. Forget themselves and still continue because tunnel vision sometimes does that to you. I think we got here pretty quickly. We have slowed them down because that was going to be a major attack. Are they looking to trade? Probably, because they've got these pawns that are linked, maybe looking to use their pawn majority against us. We do have a pawn majority this side, it's just that we have an isolated pawn. So they may be thinking, well, that's a bit weak, like we just mentioned. Queen's now eyeing up this pawn here. We're always looking at why have they done that move. So we can push the pawn up. Is there anything else our queen can do in the meantime? Can we attack their queen? No, because it can just take. Can we push the pawn onto the queen? Yes, we can. Queen comes here, then we take it off the board. Let's see if they do that. Thinking it's like in this line anyway, so it's probably just going to come here. Back in this pawn. Just keep pushing. Yeah, he has gone there. Oh, he's actually gone attacking our queen. Do have an advanced pawn, but it's probably not going to stay there for too long. We take. Maybe they take with the pawn. I doubt it very much. I think they'll take with the rook. If no, they won't, because the pawn will come up and it's a bit too powerful, isn't it? It won't be able to go back again. So I think they will take with the pawn. Yeah, okay. They will take with the pawn, but we're hoping to take with the rook. Ooh. Let's just push. So the rooks are going to come off the board because the king is going to be coming there, and they've got these advanced pawns opposite our pawn here. So we need to get our king across. Or is there any further damage that can be done with the rook? Don't think there is really. Could come here. King comes across, we come across, his rook takes the pawn. We're not getting anything. Nothing else really. These pawns are facing here. We need to go and challenge these pawns somehow with the king. Move one, he moves one. Just to think of. What about going here? King comes there. Move here, attacking this pawn. King comes there. Maybe the king doesn't go there, the rook goes there. Rook comes back, defending the pawn. Rook comes back, attacking. And no, it's not going to work either way. Need to be trying to stretch the king over here. Let's go like this. Still going to take the pawn anyway. So we go like that and then just get the rook off the board. Don't have to take the rook off the board though, as soon as he's gone there. Can put a check, but it's kind of elevating his king down to support the pawns here. And we do have some passes that we can play with. Maybe we don't take it off the board. I think we're going to take it off the board, you know. Looking at the tail of the tape, we've got a lovely pass pawn here. I'm going to take it off the board. I'm going to push. Give them something to think about. Get the king across. Can we help? Don't know. Don't know. Do we get zugzwanged in some strange, funky way? Move up. Move up. Looks like he's not using these. Yeah, oh, he's using these. Okay. Well, that looks like we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Can we not do something? Put a check on. Too early. Oh, we're going to lose out. We're going to get zugzwanged. Down, down. Yeah, we're going to get zugzwanged. Or we're going to lose tempo because they're going to blast down and take. King has to go backwards. Then this pawn's just going to take this pawn. King takes. Oh, feels like a missed opportunity. Yeah, yeah. Just comes down somehow. Just going to go like this. King is close enough to do something anyway. Oh, he's dancing. Right. We went like this. If he did push, then we could take here. I'm going to go like this. Lock it down. And if we lock it down and he pushes here, I don't think it's going to make any difference, is it? Pushes there, we take. Got 2 pawns in through there. If we take, doesn't have to take, but is it? Take. Got like that. I'm gonna push. I might be overthinking it. Does this? We take this one. Takes and we take, so that seems okay. Give us time to do that, because then if they're messing about doing this, we're taking and okay. I think it gives us time to do that, you know. Back. Does it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, because we at least get rid of the pawn anyway, don't we? So now he's got no pawns to play with, unless he's looking at trying to support this pawn down. But we do have this that he has to think about. Yep, so he's too far over the other side now, so we should be able to peel some off. Start pushing. He's behind the pawn, so there we go.